What if the one person you thought you could trust was the mastermind all along? Welcome back to Sandy's Timeline. In today's episode, we dive into the chaos and deception of Squid Game Season 2, Episode 3, where the line between player and puppet master gets dangerously blurred. The episode opens with Detective Hwang and his team boarding a boat in pursuit of Gi-hun, guided by the still-active tracker. The signal brings them to a remote island, only to discover the tracker hidden inside a fisherman's bait box, indicating that the tracker was removed and Gi-hun is once again alone, and this time no one from outside knows his whereabouts. Meanwhile, Gi-hun wakes up inside the all-too-familiar dormitory, once again labeled as Player 456. He quickly encounters Seon-yo, former renowned shaman, using her spiritual past to intimidate others. Soon after, the Pink Guards enter and formally welcome the new participants. They're informed that they will face 6 games over 6 days, with a massive cash prize of 45.6 billion to be awarded to the final winner. In a twist, they're told that after each game, a vote will be held. If the majority chooses to end the games, the game will be terminated immediately, and the prize money will be divided among the players. The guards also explain that their masks symbolize fairness and anonymity, ensuring the game remains impartial. Most importantly, they emphasize that every participant is here by choice, having entered the games of their own free will, and they required to sign a consent form and passport picture to finalize their entry to the games. Among the new players, we meet a diverse and volatile group. First, there's Cho Hyun-ju, a trans woman and former military sergeant with a no-nonsense attitude. Next, Thanos, a washed-up rapper who lost everything in the world of cryptocurrency. Then we have Lee Myung-gi, a disgraced ex-YouTuber notorious for his disastrous financial advice that led to Thanos' downfall. Also in the mix is Kim Jun-hee, Myung-gi's pregnant ex-girlfriend, now forced to confront him inside the game. Then there's Jong-dae, a desperate businessman drowning in 10 billion of debt. Jung-bae, Seong-gi-hun best friend. And finally, we meet Jang Gum-ja, a widow who joined the game to pay off the massive debts left by her son, Park Young-sik. During they lineup, Gi-hun meets with his best friend, Jung-bae, and is clearly disappointed to see him there. He cautions him to stay behind him at all cost, but Jung-bae blushes him off like a joke. The first game is a return to the infamous red light, green light, featuring a giant doll. Gi-hun tries to warn the players, but they all mock him since to them it's just a joke and they don't believe anyone will actually be killed. For the first few minutes, it's almost ironic. Despite their distrust, the other players actually listen to Gi-hun. There's tension in the air, but no one dies. Not yet. That is, until one girl makes the fatal mistake of moving during red light, green light. A single gunshot echoes, and she drops. Panic erupts. Chaos spreads like wildfire. Players scream, run, and stumble over each other. And just like that, the bullets rain down. A massacre unfolds. In the midst of the carnage, Gi-hun steps up. He becomes an unofficial leader, doing everything he can to calm the players and guide them through the deadly game. But not everyone wants to play fair. Thanos, completely unhinged and clearly high on something, starts pushing people down to their deaths. To him, it's all just fun and games, even when people are dying all around him. We see Kang No-ul, the woman from Episode 2, as an active shooter, and in one incident she breaks the rules and shoots a man who had already crossed the red line, leaving Gi-hun devastated. After the game, the player are informed that 91 people were eliminated, and the remaining players are 365. The players are given the option to vote on whether to continue. The vote ends in a tie, with the final decision resting on player 001. He votes to continue, tipping the balance. It's then revealed that player 001 is actually the front man, Hwang In-ho, participating in the games to manipulate outcomes and prevent the games from ending. Now that the front man walks among the players, the game has changed. Trust is an illusion. Every step could be your last. But this is just the beginning. In Episode 4, the masks come off, figuratively and literally, and the true horror of the Squid Game is only starting to unfold. Stay tuned, because the next game will break more than just the rules. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell, if you dare.